everybody, MDpolo here at Range USA, and today I have the range to myself. I guess one of the perks of being Range USA's brand ambassador. We have the Canik Rival S, S for steel. It's an all-steel, all-metal gun, competition pistol from Canik. Got a Holosun 507 comp on top of this, and feels pretty darn good in the hand. We'll go through all that at the tabletop. It's got 18 rounds of Blazer, 115 grain Blazer, and the mag's got the extension here, which I thought was going to be a +2. Comes with 18 rounds, and I thought it was going to be a +2, but I could only get one more. So I got 19 rounds on tap of Blazer 115. We're about 10 yards out, and let's see what we can do. It's a very crisp dot. I can tell you right now that I need the smaller back strap. It's got, it's a little bit of a reach for me, so let's see how we do. Walking it left. Walking it left. And we are empty. Canik Rival. Very soft shooting. I can tell you right now. Very soft recoil impulse. It comes right to zero very quickly. And I have astigmatism, and this Holosun 507 comp, it is as crisp as I've seen. So very nice. So almost 10 yards out. Let me bring you in. 19 rounds. I don't know if you could hear me when I was saying I kept walking it left. So that's what was happening. And then when I caught myself, I corrected it, and the majority of them went right there. So not bad at all. We're going to take this to the tabletop, but here it is, the Canik Rival Steel S. Also comes in black. So thank you to Range USA for allowing me to come in here early before they open. And now let's go to the tabletop. Okay, we're back from the range, and that was definitely a nice experience. And I can't remember, I have to go through my archives. I can't remember if I already did a video review on a Canik, but I don't think that I did. But I could be wrong, I'll check. But what we have here today is definitely their competition pistol. And it's a little bit larger than what I'm set up to do here, so I'll do my best and try not to bump the camera. But the Canik Rival SFx. It is the Rival S for steel. And it comes in this very nice hard case. It is a waterproof case. And when you open it, typical Canik, they just give you so much stuff. Right away, here's the owner's manual and the literature. And when you put this to the side, oh, by the way, this is regrettably not me. The owner of the gun, my friend Greg, he's the one that gave me that Star Ultra light that I featured last week or a couple weeks ago. This is him, 10 yards, 20 rounds, September 11th. And he's an excellent marksman, but that's what he did with this gun. And here it is the Rival S, as you saw at the range. And what's amazing with Canik is all the stuff that they give you with it. I'm going to try to see if I can move this up a little bit without completely messing it up. No, it's not going to go. The tripod's not going to do it right. So sorry about that. But on the top part of it, it's got a nice metal plaque that says Canik Rival S, and it tells you forged out of steel and the whole marketing thing. But you have the gun, and this one, as you saw at the range, has got the Holosun here. It's got the mags that are, this one for some reason has 10, and here we go, it comes with two 18 rounds, and the one that is here, as you saw at the range, has got the extension, but I can only get one more in for 19 rounds. It's got the tool, and then down here, if I can get it out, I don't know if I can, it's got the plate that goes back here. If you don't have a red dot, it comes with a plate that goes there. Let me see if I can extract it for you. There we go. So I'm jumping around a little bit, but this is the plate that would go right here. So as you can see, when you put the red dot, you lose your rear sight. And that's what the rear sight looks like. Serrated U-notch, well, more of a square notch, but also metal, and it is adjustable, as you can see there. So very nice. Canik gives you so much stuff. It's comes with 3 back straps, small, medium, and large. And right now, the large is the one that is installed. And for me, I had a little bit of an issue reaching the trigger the way I feel comfortable. So if it was mine, I would definitely change it for one of the other back straps. It's got the little mini Canik over here, so you can, for your tools. And excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold. It's got the extra base plates for the mags. It's got 2 of them right here. And then if you remove this, and then there's more stuff down here. It's like Canik Christmas, okay? And you do get a holster with it. So for competition, it's obviously not inside the waistband. You get tools, punch. So you get so much stuff, cleaning kit, a mag loader, and excuse me, like I said, I'm sick. And then you get 5 plates, and the plates have a nice side impact here. So they give you so much stuff. A lot of people feel, and I agree, that Canik gives you a lot of value for the money. So let me move this out of the way. And now we're back. And just like the Star that I filmed the other day, it was all chromed. Anytime there's a gun that is all chromed like this, it really messes with the lights, with the white balance, and it just gets the camera out of the happy spot. So bear with me on that. So here's a quick look as I talk to you on the Canik SFx Rival. All steel. Everything's steel except the grip panel over here and the trigger shoe, which is aluminum. The gun has been safety checked, but just one more time. And jumping in there, if the light will allow us, you can see it's got a very nicely polished feed ramp in there. So 9mm striker fired pistol with a 5-inch barrel. Capacity is 18 plus 1, and with the extra pad, I could have sworn these were plus 2s, but I get one more, so these have 19. The other one's got 18, and in case, I guess, somebody was planning on traveling to California, then they have a 10-rounder. So 2 metal mags, 18 plus 1. It's made in Turkey. To some people that may matter or not. And it weighs in at 42.72 ounces. So it's a heavy gun, but it's amazing how well balanced it is. So the slide is made out of forged steel and is serrated and ported. The barrel is not ported, but you can see the lightning cuts on the top of the slide and on the sides, on both sides. It's got serrations everywhere. So for those of you that like to either do press checks or whatever you like to do up here, you got serrations everywhere. They're very deep and definitely do their job. It's a very, very busy slide, as you can see. And back here, it's got a Holosun. It's got the 507 comp. I've never used this one before. And I got astigmatism, and this one was clear, crisp. I really liked using that dot. The only other time I've experienced a dot that clear was with a Sealy optic that I have, the red dot. They also have one that is specifically made for astigmatism relief. So I really enjoy that as well. But this Holosun was very nice. According to the Canik website, this comes in 2 different colors, and you can get it with like chrome like this, or you can also get it in black. And the black is called the Rival S Dark Side. I've only seen one of those at the store at Range USA, and it didn't last very long. But between the 2 of them, if I were to buy one and I had a choice, I would go with the black one with the dark side. So you can also get them if you want an optic already installed. Canik has their own optic that you can order it already with an optic mounted on it. Another nice thing is if you enjoy this type of little perk, you can see there that it's got a striker status indicator. So we just charge the slide, and you can see it's red and it protrudes out. You can actually feel it, and the minute the gun fires, this striker disappears. So that's one extra way that you can tell whether you got the striker armed. I don't see a loaded chamber indicator anywhere here, but it could be that the extractor pops out a little bit. I would have to test that with a dummy round. I didn't do that. So it's good. Staying with the top, we're going to the sights. They are metal sights, and you've got fiber optic in the front. And like I said, with this red dot, even though it's got the plate on it, it lost the rear sight. But some of the other plates do have the rear sight. It retains the rear sight. And you can see here, I didn't see it in the box, but you can see that hole right there. There you can screw a charging handle, just a piece of metal, little handle that would stick out like this, and you can use it to charge the slide if you're in competition shooting. In the case, you are going to find extra fiber optic if you want to replace them. If you like to run green or red of your choice, you can replace them, or if they break or fall, you're set. That's the one thing, is this gun came with everything out of the box that you would need to go from buying it to competition. No question. Going down to the frame is also forged steel. It's got a 1913 rail. So it's got a full rail down here with 4 slots. You got a bit of more lightning cuts underneath the slide. And one thing you're going to find is the texture in the grip is fantastic. And also there's some texture, some landing pads, your indexing pads down here and on the other side. So it's very easy for you to find a place for both either your support hand and or your index, your trigger finger places to rest. So I like that. That's a big win for me. Now the one thing you can see, and I'm not sure if that's the way it's probably the way they meant it to be, and I hope it's coming across on camera, but you can see how the slide is so nice and smooth and polished. But the frame, even though it's also metal, can you see the texture? It almost looks like painted leather. It's not, obviously, but that's what it looks like. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. I hope it's coming through. So I'm not sure if that's just the finish that is not as good as it could be, or if it was intentional to give it a little bit of a different look. But I would like to have it look more like a 1911, where you see all the tech, all just smooth, beautiful brushed steel. Not sure if we can see a little bit better over here. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's just me being a little picky. Now staying down here, the trigger guard is very nice and wide. You can see it's got an undercut down here and then another cut under the trigger guard. So it's whenever you put your support hand, it cradles it very, very nicely. The front part of it is serrated as well. And it's pretty much the same serration that you're going to find in front of the grip. And it's a full wraparound. You just can remove these two screws, pop the plastic grip out, and replace it with the one of your choice. And like I mentioned earlier, I would like to go to either a medium or a small with this gun. And staying with the grip and the controls, you've got your slide stop down here and your takedown levers right here, kind of like Glock. You pull it back and then that's how you can take it down. You got your slide lock that works well, and there's your fluted barrel. Like I mentioned, 5-inch barrel that is fluted, metal guide rod, and we already talked about that. Now let's talk a little bit about the mag release, which is something interesting. You can see it's got a little star wrench right here, star screw, if that's what they're called. It comes with 3 of them. So you can change the size and how much they stick up or down. You can change and modify to the one that fits your needs better. So that's another thing you can modify on this gun. So just overall, very well thought of, a lot of stuff they give you. The trigger shoe is polished aluminum. It's got the safety blade, and it's very nice because it completely disappears into the trigger shoe and it breaks at 90 degrees. Also, I hope it's coming through, maybe on this side, a little bit better. Yeah, maybe there. It's got texture. It's got a very nice texture on it. So when your finger hits the trigger shoe, it's not going anywhere. It engages and it's right there. It's very flat and it just does the job really, really well. So slide lock also on this side, so you've got it on both sides. So pretty much it's, you swap the mag release. It's very much an ambi gun. Now, since we're here, let's look at the trigger. And like I said, very nice brushed aluminum pad. You disengage the blade safety. And that's it. It's very smooth. I mean, there's no grit, nothing. Very, very smooth. You hit the wall and instant break, 0 travel. And your reset right there. And it does push your finger forward. It's tactile, it's audible, and you're instantly at the wall and it breaks. I mean, Walther may have something on them, but this is hard to beat. Look at that. Outstanding. On my gauge is breaking at 3 1/4 to 3.5 pounds, and that's on a 5-pull average. So overall, it was a pleasure to shoot. What do I like about it? Well, definitely the trigger. My likes and dislikes here. The trigger is fantastic. The reset is great. The gun is very well balanced, especially when you load it and now you got a full mag. It just sits, the center of gravity just sits perfectly in my hand. Very low recoil. It came back to 0 easy. That red dot is fantastic. And as far as the shooting experience, I don't see anything that I can knock it off. Knock it on. It's just very, very nice. The one thing I don't like, my dislike, is I don't like losing my rear dot, my rear sight when I mount an optic. So that's really the only thing that I can knock it on, like a dislike. I'm not crazy about the texture of the metal down here. To me, it cheapens it a bit versus just having it polished like the slide would be. But again, that's neither here nor there. That's just personal preference. So what are my final thoughts on the Canik Rival S? Well, I think that Canik has definitely earned their reputation for being reliable, while at the same time offering you exceptional value. This is, the MSRP is about $899, just a cent under $900. And for the reliability, the accuracy that we have gotten out of it, I can speak, and everything you get in the case, it's absolutely amazing what they give you. Obviously designed for competition, and I think they've achieved it. You can go straight from the shop to the competition. Take it out. If you're not going to have to zero red dot and just use irons, take it out, load it, and go to competition. You've got a holster, cleaning kit. I mean, everything you need is included in that suitcase that they give you. Waterproof travel suitcase that they give you for the gun. I don't think I told you that they've got a magwell. Now, if you remove the magwell, it does have a mini magwell already built into the metal frame of the gun, but on top of that, you can see it right there, but on top of that, you've got this other magwell that they give you. It says Canik on it, but it's very well done. If you run your finger across here, you don't feel any ledges. So the fitment was very well done. So I think that was the one thing that I missed telling you about. So that's it. This is my thoughts on the Canik Rival S. Again, if it was my choice, I would get the black one. To be completely honest with you, I'm not crazy about the look of the slide. I like things that are a little bit less busy. So I'm not crazy about the way it looks. That's probably why I like the black one better, because all this stuff doesn't pop out as much to my eye. But again, that's nothing but a me thing. It's got nothing to do with the capabilities of the gun. And you may take a look at it and say, this is the prettiest gun I've ever seen. So, but that's just me being a little picky. But it is what it is. So anyway, good job on Canik. Great job on this Rival. The trigger is just superb, and I think they did a great job. If this is something that is up your alley, I think your $800, $900 are very, very well spent. So once again, thank you to my friend Greg for letting me borrow his Canik for this video, and I look forward to your comments on this one. I really would like to know what you think of it and what your experience is. So please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning, and when I can, on Wednesdays as well. I'm uploading automatically over to Rumble, and I am posting to Instagram and to Twitter, X. So if you'd like to give me a follow there, I would appreciate it as well. So once again, thank you so much for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.